And first of all, guys, you guys see me right now, right? I came from Bonaire. I used to be broke. Hey, we're rolling. Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Calvin Castillo. I go by Prime CJack 85, Prime Calvin, as you can see. I want to welcome you guys to my channel. This is basically a little introduction. As you can see, the title says, I'm joining the real world. I am. And this is basically like a little introduction of who I am as a person, that would explain the reason why you should or should not watch my videos. All right, so basically the introduction is I will be doing like a little review, but not like as most people do it. What I will be doing is I will be sharing my journey. So I will do a real life review of my life. Basically, that's basically what it is. Like, I'm not just gonna make a review like, oh, the real world, it's good or it's trash. No, I'm not gonna do that. Basically, I'm going to take you guys on me with the journey to my first million. All right, so that's going to happen with or without the real world, regardless. But this is basically an introduction of, okay, who am I? Who's Calvin Castillo? Prime Calvin. Why does it make sense to watch my journey, right? Does it have anything that is relevant to you, whatever? Does it make sense, right? Because like if I'm a person that's like 80 years old, for example, and you're 20 years old, you don't have rent to pay, you're living at mama's house, whatever, like the type of issues I have in my daily life or my mental battles will be much different than yours, right? That's basically because we're like in a different stage of life. So basically this is like an introduction video to make sure that you get to see if it's a fit or not. All right, so as I said, my name is Calvin Castillo. I'm basically from the Caribbean, as you can see. You know what time it is. So basically right now I'm stuck in the Netherlands. I moved here by choice like 2 years ago, basically because here you have like more opportunities for working, whatever. And I did some sales work, whatever. Afterwards I went freelancing, do like some physical work. People were hiring me to be like the strong man, to help, to assist, carrying heavy stuff, whatever. And that's basically it. So when I was like back on the island where I grew up, I was always like BMXing, hanging out by myself. Oh my god, wait, where am I going with this story? Oh my god. All right, guys, so this is pretty difficult because look, I used to make videos back in the day. All right, this is not my first time online. Some people may know me already. I've been online in the past. I made a couple Instagram videos. I went viral, and afterwards what happened is I went viral and I kept chasing that viral video. Okay, that's a big mistake, guys. You basically got to stay true to yourself. Okay, you got to think about what's the message that you want to bring in this earth. What's the thing that you want to be known for, right? All right, so basically I was making dancing videos because I made like this challenge of the Running Man challenge, whatever. That shit went viral. I had like I don't know, like around 200k views or something, or 180, I'm not sure, but it was like my first time gaining traction. So I was like very excited. All right, I was so excited. And after that one video I was like, hey, it went viral, so like people must like this type of content. So afterwards I was basically just chasing going viral, just making videos that were funny or dancing, whatever. And it was actually shit, because I mean, of course it's nice to watch funny videos and stuff, but that's not really something that I wanted to be known for. I wanted to be known for having like more a positive influence on the people, on the youth, whatever, and really like make a difference, whatever, and like just funny videos with me wearing glasses and bullshit, acting like a nerd. I mean, that's just goofy, I mean, I was young, but basically, let's get back to the point that I'm saying is, yes, guys, I'm here on camera and I am a bit nervous. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not going to be like the dopamine rush that you guys are used to, the TikTok bullshit, whatever is going on right now. People have no intention. People have short attention spans. So basically, if you have that, do not watch my videos. Do not watch my videos, because you know what? I don't like editing. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because like I prefer it to just be like raw. Like people be editing a video that's actually shit, a message that's actually shit, but because the edit is fire, it's fire. I mean, okay, cool. I mean, everybody can do that. AI can do that. But like just sit in front of a camera and speak like some real shit from experience, or sharing your journey or whatever, saying some real insider stuff. AI cannot do that. So that's something I want to do. I don't want to go crazy with the edits, whatever. I mean, eventually I will get like a video editor or something, and I'll let him do his thing, whatever, or her, whatever. But for right now, we're keeping it raw. We're keeping it real, raw, balls deep. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what I can say is, let's come back to the story. All right, so I'm 26 years old. Basically, I went viral in the past, so I have been online. Afterwards, I did some sales work, then went into freelancing. I was always that kid that, was saving up his money only to buy like a new bicycle, whatever. I was like BMXing, doing 360s, backflips, I never really got the bar spin down, but like look like a little bit. I was doing like some tricks, right? So that was my life, BMXing. And like at a certain point, I decided that, I love this sport so much that the only thing I'm doing is BMXing. The only thing I'm doing is BMXing. So if I want to progress, if I want to elevate my life, if I want to make a difference for my family, whatever, I have to invest my time in something else. Because as long as I'm BMXing, my love is so much for the sport that that's all I'm going to be doing. You can probably relate if you're a gamer or you play soccer or whatever. Like if you're really like in a sport or wherever it is, like that's your thing. Like you do it like almost all the time. And that's cool because there's like a lot of guys that are professional BMX riders. They make money doing that. They have sponsors, whatever. And they have been able to, make a great lifestyle for them and their families. So that's awesome. But with me, I had to be honest. I had to be honest because I wasn't really like, no fucks given type of rider. I was like doing tricks that were awesome and risky, but I was doing it the smart way. I wasn't just like, oh, send it. I wasn't just like, going off a ramp and like without, thinking about it or without, making a plan or building my way up. You have a lot of guys that just do it. They just go for it. And that's awesome. That's something I wish I had. But no, I'm a perfectionist. I'm like a strategic player. So basically everything I do, I have to think about. Everything I do has to make sense, right? So, just going ahead and trying a backflip or something, that's not for me. Like, I tried it, but I had to like build my way up. So every single trick I used to do back in the day, I would divide it in two parts. I would do like reverse engineering. That's something that BMXing taught me. Reverse engineering. All right, so like for example, if I want to do a 360, okay, what do I have to do a 360? Okay, to do a 360, you have to do a 180, right? Okay, and then I will be like, okay, how do you do a 180? Because doing a 180 is still like something that not everybody can do. It's something that you have to practice to be able to do. If I ask you right now, if I give you a BMX, a bicycle right now, can you do a 180? No, you cannot. I'm sure, okay? Because it took me a while to get it. Because after you do the 180, you also have to, half cap out of it, whatever, to make it look cool and for it to be fun and to be useful, right? What makes sense just doing a 180 and then putting your feet down? That's doesn't make sense, right? So you have to know like the whole thing of doing a 180, and you have to be able to twist your bike in the air, so basically you get it done. Okay, so I was like, okay, so to do a 360 I have to do 180. To do a 180 I have to be able to do a 90. And 90, I'm talking about degrees, guys. I'm talking about degrees. So this is like the full 360. So this is like the half, this is like the 180, and on the 90 is of course like only a quarter, right? So basically I started out practicing the quarter. I would practice the quarter. I would get really good at doing the quarter, and afterwards that the quarter would become so easy, I would just push through and try to get the 180. Okay, with the 360, like everything, I would divide it up, reverse engineer, and then afterwards I would just send it, So I would send it, but I would send it like knowing that basically there's almost no chance of it going wrong. I mean, of course something can always go wrong, but like the percentage of chance of something actually going wrong was pretty small, because it was already set out, thought through, right? So in business, I'm exactly the same. In business. So you guys might hear this and think this is a blessing and a curse. Some people may say, oh, that's a curse. Some people might think, hey, that's a blessing. You know why? Because everything I do is calculated. I'm a perfectionist, right? If you're a perfectionist, everything you do is calculated. All right. You minimize the risk and you make sure that you raise the rewards. Right. You're not going to take risk if it's not worth the reward. All right. So that's my mindset. Okay. That's good, but it can also be negative, because that means that you're thinking a lot. And in business or on the BMX, when you're trying new tricks, whatever, if you want to progress, if you want to become the best, you have to stop thinking at a certain point and you just have to go, right? You have to do, you have to make a plan. You have to make a little build. You have to build it up, of course. But at a certain time, you have to stop thinking and just going, okay? And that's my problem, because I know a lot of stuff right now. But at a certain point, like when you get used to searching stuff, doing research and knowing everything, whatever, it just becomes like a chase of knowing everything. And because you know so much, you kind of get like paralyzed of so much you know and not taking action, right? Because you think, oh, you want to know everything ahead of time. All right, so like if I do an e-com business, how am I going to deal with returns, whatever, like I didn't even find a product. I didn't even build a website. I don't even have a name. I'm already thinking about stuff like that, right? So this is good, but it's also negative. So right now, basically, I'm joining the real world because I'm tired of myself, bro. I'm so tired of that shit. Like, I have like multi-billion-dollar ideas. Like, I have at least 4 in my pocket. 100 M's guaranteed. No cap. No cap. It's genius, right? It's because perfectionists, we have a solution. Okay, we solve problems. I solve problems. That's what I do. When my girlfriend asks me, what do I think about this? What do I think about that? I have this issue. I'm not going to be like, hey, baby, it's gonna be okay. Oh, I understand. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to be like, okay, so this is the problem. Okay, we can solve it by doing this, and that. I'm always the one with the solutions, all right? People call me for solutions, all right? But right now, my own problem is basically procrastination, because being in paralysis of knowing too much, not taking action, okay? So Andrew Tate is always talking about speed. He's always talking about taking actions. He's always saying about man up, you know what I'm saying? Get shit done. There's a lot of work to be done. And after you're done, there's more work to be done. Work, right? So I'm trying to I'm trying to take some of that, you know, and combine it with my perfectionism, you know, and make something brilliant, because I already have 4 amazing ideas in my pocket, like 100 M's, no cap, you know what I'm saying? And first of all, guys, you guys see me right now, right? I came from Bonaire. I used to be broke. I used to get paid like $400 in a month. I made like 400 euros in a month. Afterwards, I made like 600. Afterwards, I made 800. Afterwards, I made 600 again. Afterwards, I made 1,000. Afterwards, I made 1,000. Afterwards, I made 800. Guys, basically broke as hell. Like going to the supermarket, calculating on my phone, like how much is it gonna be, looking at my bank account, do I have enough, stressing out. That was not a good time, guys. So basically, I arrived at the Netherlands. I had that. I was doing sales. I sucked at sales, basically, at phone calling. I don't know, like, so a lot of people tell me I'm good at sales, but at the other hand, I'm not good at phone calls. I don't know what it is. But basically, guys, it was shit, man. It was tough times, you know. And afterwards, I went into freelancing, doing like physical work, because I've been doing calisthenics for a while, like for a few years. I've been doing calisthenics now, so I'm a strong guy, right? 6-pack, ripped, whatever. And I do boxing. So basically, like, I was like, you know what? I can use my body to make money. So I started like with a wage of like, I don't know, like 22.50, whatever. I'm not talking, guys, when I say wage, I'm not talking about gross wage. I'm not talking about wage because I was a freelancer. I'm talking about hourly rate. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So I'm talking about clean money that gets in my pocket. So it was like 22.50. Afterwards it was like 25. Afterwards it was 30. Afterwards 36. So basically, guys, at my rate, like gross, like when people talk about money, they're talking about the gross amount, right? Okay, so whatever. So yeah, I was making 6 figures. Like if I would work like the whole year, I'm able to make 6 figures, like 100K, of course, like easy, you know. But I don't want that. You know why? Because like freelancing, the way that I'm freelancing, basically my freelancing is using my body, using my strength. People are calling me to be like an assistant to help them out. That's not something I can skill, because I'm the product, right? I'm the service, you understand? So there's not really a way that I can think of, at least, that I can skill that by, you know, there's not more of me, right? So no, I'm not going to work 100 hours a week, 80 hours a week. Of course not. You know, that's bullshit, because you have to think about your health. The first thing that you have to think about is your health. Your health is on top of the line. So for me, I go boxing 3 times a week. So after work, I have to get out of work on time, because I'm going boxing, okay? When I'm going boxing, afterwards, you have to rest as well. You have to eat good. You have to drink plenty of water. And basically, you have to rest, okay? So, and when I say boxing, I mean sparring, okay? I don't go boxing, hitting the bag. Nah, I do sparring. You know, I go spar like 3 times a week, all right? So basically, you have to rest, guys. You have to rest. So for me, there was no point in working full time, you know, making 100K, and you know, like sacrificing my time. That's bullshit, because 100K, like, it takes 10 years for you to touch a milli. It takes 10 years for you to make your first million. If you're making 6 figures and you're just scraping by making 100K. So a lot of people would hear like 100K and will be like, oh yeah, that's amazing, sign me up, whatever. No, bro, what are you doing, man? Come on. 100K is gonna take you 10 years to touch your first million. Come on. And you still have taxes and bills. Come on, it doesn't make any sense, right? So for me, I'm like, you know what, fuck the 100K. I'm only working like 3 to maybe 4 months in a year. And basically like the rest of the time, I'm taking time off to invest in myself. When I invest in myself, I'm talking about doing research. I'm talking about trading 3, maybe sometimes even 4 times a week. Thinking about the ideas. I told you guys, I already have 4 ideas in my pocket. 100 M's plus guaranteed. Like, these are big man thing. Me no play around. You see what's going on. So basically, it's worth it, because like, if you invest your time in yourself, you speak to yourself, you write your ideas, you go brainstorming, you're gonna come up with some crazy ideas. No cap. Like, everybody has something they know, something they do, whatever, that can make money. All right. So I have multiple ideas. So basically, my reason of joining the real world right now is basically to take action. I have like a structured program. You know what? Because guess what, guys? Drop shipping, day trading. What else you have? You have social media. They have something else. What's the other thing? Copywriting. These are like all stuff that I heard about, that I researched at least 5 years ago. But I heard about copywriting, I heard about trading, drop shipping. I did some research, and eventually it was like, you know what, guys? At the same time, I had Instagram going on. I reached like 10K followers on Instagram, so I saw potential, I saw vision. So all these things going on, and basically I'm like, the master of knives, the jack master, or whatever they say in English, right? Because obviously I'm not American, right? So the master of jack, or I don't know, master or none, or whatever. So I had like so many options that I was like, as a perfectionist, I was like, which one is the best? Because I'm not gonna waste my time, guys. So I want to make the best choice. But you know what? There is no best choice. The best choice is just taking action today. What can you do today to become better? What can you do today to become financially free? To become a step closer. That's basically what it's all about, But I was thinking about, if I'm going to invest my time, So Andrew Tate says this all the time. He says, if you're broke, it's either because you're lazy or you're arrogant. All right. So I'm arrogant. So when he says that shit, I feel it in my bones, because bro, I'm telling you, once again, I have 4 multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar ideas. So basically, I'm arrogant. I'm like, you know what, like 100K, a million. I don't care about that shit. I'm talking about big B. But like, to get to the big billions and like to invest in like the ideas I do have, you need money, right? So you have to start somewhere. So it doesn't matter if it's day trading, Forex, if it's drop shipping, if it's Amazon, FBA, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere to just get the money coming in. And right now, the reason because I'm sick is because I want to travel. I want to go to Thailand. I want to kick some ass, Wait, let me take it back, I know there were some crazy people at Thailand, so let me take it back. Let me humble myself. My bad. I want to go to Thailand and I want to learn. I know the people in Thailand, they be crazy, bro. They be crazy, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm not a professional, whatever. Sorry, that's just like the cocky side of me. My bad. These guys are awesome, okay? So I'm going there to learn, from the masters, okay? So that's cool. So that's something I want to do. I want to travel. I want to go skydiving. I want to go move to Dubai, whatever, drive Ferraris and jet skis, whatever, that's what I'm talking about. So that's freedom. On top of that, of course, I want to also free my family. So to do that, I have like these ideas in my pocket, but like to make it happen, I need something to get the fire going, right? So, yeah. Basically, Andrew Tate says he doesn't like lazy people, whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. Fuck that. I'm here because I'm going to make the video. I'm going to make the series of joining the real world. You know why? because every single time that I accomplished something great, something amazing in my life up to this point, it was when I was held accountable in front of a public. Because you know what? It's just in my bones. Like, I like putting on a show. I like being I like being a good influence. I like being an example. All right. So like when I was doing calisthenics, I wasn't doing calisthenics in my room. No, I was on the beach, shirtless. You know what I'm saying? Dripping sweat. You know, hot chicks walking around in bikinis and shit. So I was doing pull-ups. You know, like I see like these people walking by and shit. So I was at the beach. Starting calisthenics and basically the thing that made me great in calisthenics is you know, the pressure of people watching. You know, little kids, they want to play, they want to see some stuff, whatever. Ladies walking by, you know. So for me, that's something that you know, motivates me, gets me going. You know, for example, when I was doing Instagram, that was also something that you know, it's something online, so I get to be held accountable. So that's something that you know, just works for me. When I was BMXing, I wasn't BMXing and in an empty lot. I was BMXing in the middle of the city, you know, practicing my tricks and whatever. People will come up to me like, hey, that's awesome, whatever. And no, I don't do it for other people, but I just like that people see that and be like, wow, that's awesome, or they want to learn, or being a good example. I'm not at the beach like, you know, fucking sitting like a fat ass. No, I'm at the beach where people are chilling, and you know, people are reminded to work off, you know, to work out. People are reminded to get in shape, because guess what? I'm walking around with a six-pack, you know, biceps, chest popping out, you know what I'm saying, doing muscle ups and shit. And you know, all the ladies love it. So you know what I'm saying. So I was at the beach being an example. So basically, the reason of me making like this little series is mostly for myself, you know, let's be honest, mostly for myself, and for the people that can find themselves in me, people that think like, hey, I also struggle with these things, whatever. I struggle with procrastination, with arrogance, with being a perfectionist, you know, with not taking action, whatever. So, basically, I will be sharing, you know, my journey in the real world with you guys, and every day. So look, this is like the game plan, right? So the game plan is that every single day I will be posting a video. All right. So the video that I will be posting tomorrow will be called Joining the Real World Day 1, because that will be my first day. And basically what I'm going to do is every day, everything that I learned that day, my bad. So everything that I learned that day, I'm going to summarize it in my own words, my own experience, what's something that I learned, and summarize like the most important stuff that I learned that day. So that's basically the game plan, okay? So once again, guys, if you're just watching my video and thinking, oh, this is just like a review, it's the real world, a scam, is it trash, is it good, is it amazing? It's not that type of video. It's basically me sharing my journey, okay, from zero to hero, basically. All right. So I already got the six-pack, I already got the looks, I already got the combat, boxing 3 times, sparring 3 times a week, and I'm only going to get better, of course, with time. But right now I'm working on financial. So the health, we got it going on. Relationships, we got it going on. Financial, I'm going to work on right now. And I mean, true financial, I mean, freedom online. I mean, obviously I can, you know, go work as freelancer, but that's bullshit. Real money, I'm talking about real money, men don't play around, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. If you're here because you watched a future video of me, well, this is basically my story, and this is basically why I joined the real world. All right. So guys, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. Hold me accountable, leave it down in the comments, and on top of that, guys, I'm going to be I'm starting a community. I'm starting a community for everybody that wants to become better. So everybody that's also on their journey to become the best version of themselves. And I know there are a lot of communities, whatever, but this is different, okay? Because you join my community, basically, we're going to do daily calls, check-ins. Hey, what's up, guys? Have a good morning. What did you guys do today? Or what are you going to do today to make it the best day possible? What's something you're going to do today to get closer to the goals? What's something you did yesterday? You know, we can just be there, support each other. Because like when I look at Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, his brother, bro, I'm like, bruh, that's so cool. I was like, I wish I had a brother like that. Like, I mean, I have like, there are a lot of people that like me. So like, you know, I have a lot of people like friends, but I don't like to hang out with a lot of people. So I'm mostly like at home, you know, chilling by myself with my girlfriend, whatever, you know. I'm like a one person type of person, you know, like I'm like a one person type of person. Yeah, exactly. But like when I look at Andrew Tate and his brother, I'm like, bruh, that's amazing. And you know, I do have siblings. I have 2 sisters, but you know, it's different because you don't have like the competitiveness, and you don't get to fight them, you know, sparring, whatever, or you know, like go running. You know, it's not a fair race, right? So when I look at Andrew Tate and like his brother, I'm like, bro, that's amazing, bro. Like, you know, that's awesome. And I'm sure a lot of you guys think the same, right? So basically what I say is I want to build like a community of my own with you guys, everybody that wants to become better. Doesn't matter like whatever you're doing, combat sports, you know, if you're making money in the real world, outside the real world, you're freelancing, whatever it is that you're doing. If you're still in a 9-to-5, you're trying to get out, whatever it is that you want to do, that you believe is your purpose here on earth, join my community. It's called Primepple. Join, and we will do daily calls, you know, like waking up, having a coffee, whatever. Do keep in mind too, I live in Amsterdam, so the time zone might be different, but we'll figure it out. Like, don't matter. Like, to me, it's like awesome, like to start something like that. Because you guys ever realize that like your biggest fans, your biggest supporters are not people you know. They're completely strangers. I have 10K followers on Instagram, right? Like I have people that were like fans, like supporting, like, wow, I love your content. You're amazing. Hey, have a good day. And like these type of messages are like so positive, and it's such a good vibe, you know. And like most of the times, like your best friends become people that are complete strangers. All right. So that's basically like my my goal with this community. Keeping each other accountable, becoming better together, having sparring. So like not only, you know, in combat, but also mental. So like challenge each other or whatever. And you know, as I get financially free, so like location freedom, as you get that, we can travel, go to China, Japan, whatever, Dubai, we can meet each other there. And that's just something that I don't know, bro, that sounds like a blast. That's something that I'm really looking forward to. All right, so basically, guys, short summary: Primepple community, Calvin Castillo, that's me. Joining the real world. This is the introduction. Tomorrow, day 1, every single day of what I learned. All right. So guys, thank you for watching. This will be it. All right. So I appreciate you. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.